And with that base damage increase he's got, if he goes like boots first, he can, honestly, he can trade hits with a dazzle. Ursa needs boots to actually catch. They need to make something happen here. Swindles does take a couple of tower hits there. And the fact he's running out of regen, running out of life, the snowball forward with the ice shot as well. They trapped him in, but the stun onto BSJ. Swindles gets clapped. He's slowed a little bit here, but they don't have the movement speed to get him. Frozen will chase him down, and they turn onto Zephyr as well. They might get both kills here, as BSJ good target focus on the Ogre. And the last there, and he's just going to keep on going for this. He's got a clap in a couple of seconds, but the snowball forward will pick them all up and get another kill. 2 down on this dual lane from compLexity, but I feel the damage is already done.
It was definitely, I mean, they needed it.
Sits in under that tower. Limp has been left alone a fair amount towards mid. Hanskin is focusing very heavily, stacking up these camps. Just about. Back up on that one.
But speaking of Slayer, mid lane.
Oh, is he in trouble? You're right. Limp will get the kill with the help of Hanskin. Well, Hanskin will get the kill with the help of Limp. The damage output of Tiny.
Split bottom.
Not quite enough. Yeah, Frozen.
They're on top.
Chased out. The damage from the little Storm Panda. Stun as well, and Frozen.
Oh, it's going to be close.
No snowball. Damage output is there, and they've got the Cyclone onto the Darkseer as well. Meanwhile, up at top, there's action across every single lane, honestly. I look mid, there's damage being done. Zephyrix chased out, and with the wipes out from BSJ, he's got his space boots, and another clap comes through. Zephyrix surely dead unless Limp comes in to save him. Avalanche with the toss, and that Ursa takes so much damage, no ult available. It finished him off, and Zephyrix is Slayer gets blasted in there. Limp on the run out though, and Limp barely stunned on the edge of that line strike. Very good charge. Oh, this could be big. The snowball, but Slayer, he's going to get a bunch here. Limp is going to fall straight after the Wisp has, and enemy. Finally, BSJ, if he was level 6 there, I could see that fight going so well for EnemyGG. Get like a quarter of a sweep or something like that.
Oh, they did just snag it. Slayer. I mean, it just happens instantaneously.
This is where I really keep flicking back to and what to focus on. BSJ is still lacking in the net worth, and they'll try and go in onto Swindles here with a clap forward. Damage output hasn't really started yet. Look at this freaking control from Zephyrix and Swindles. They get the snowball into the shard, but the relocate comes through. Swindles barely dies there, but Avalanche after the range. And BSJ is dead. Loom's done. You've got a grave, you've got a heal as well, but he's just going to start getting ticked out. The grave, oh, there we go. Slayer with the Laguna Blade kills off the Wisp. Perfect rotation in. Finally, Loomdon doesn't even die. I wonder. Continue going forward? Well, Flexing decides that for them. Throw the Ogre onto the little Tusk. You get the kill on that.
I think he just buys on every hero.
That's the thing, like I'm a pretty big fan of safe lane Aquila on almost any hero. Like Limp they don't have relocate to save him, but do they even need it? Laguna Blade doesn't finish him off. Limp just turns and continues fighting. Loomdon's here ready with a heal in the grave, but look at the freaking movement speed. Tiny, the little rock, running straight forward. Chessie doesn't have his ultimate ready for 6 seconds time, but the toss of the Hanskin throws him into the danger zone, and they clear up Chessie's Brewmaster. No split.
Okay, so Slayer heads top. And BSJ is going to head down to the front pit, it looks like. I don't know. Yules is good. I don't know about Bloodstone anymore. I've seen it in Fusing it still do it as Swindles gets rolled on.
Oh, Swindles. Not quite going to die as the relocate comes in. Stunned up with the LSA, but Swindles misses out on the ice path. He's still going to survive through it all, though. Lina dead. The Tusk drops straight after, and this should turn into a...
Yeah, there won't be time to do it without the relocate available. And so they'll give themselves a win over here for Enemy. Not sure if it's worth giving up 2 heroes, but of course, we all know how bad. Be very cautious with that Blink Dagger now out for Limp. I love this. I honestly think Blink and Tiny is still core, even if you have the IO. As you can just see, because you can do that. Like, okay, let me just see how much gold I just get. Oh, 240 gold. There's 1/10 of my Blink Dagger already completed, so.
On your Ursa, you want your Lina to have a Yule Scepter done. She has a Point Booster. And now she's dead. Almost dead. One more punch. One more punch. Limp finishes her off. So Point Booster on Lina. Is this...
Bloodstone? I'm not sure if I like it though.
Usually with the Bloodstone we see like Arcane Soul Ring.
Yeah, exactly, so... I think she would have had the Arcanes first in that case. Oh well, who knows? There's no time. She's gonna be able to buy anything anyway.
Limp jumps in. Loomdon's dead. He got the grave off on the Tusk beforehand, but that's a big streak going to your Tiny. As compLexity just clear up one after the other. Cyclone onto Ursa, held inside Macroplayer as well as he's chased down. And my goodness, you mentioned control during the draft, just look at it. Stunned, inroads, high king, BSJ's still alive somehow, turns the fight, got the agents as well, remember, as Laguna Blade nearly takes down Z-Freak, but he's an ogre. He's tanky. He's got magic stick charges, and now maybe could turn to kill. But the swipes out from the little teddy bear will finish him off.
Hope that they can take care of that, because if he is to buy a blink dagger, I don't know, like it won't speed up his farming really, and oh my god, this is just devastating. Limp just comes in, does his thing, and okay, see, they might be able to get handskin for this, and they will.
Okay, I got something.
I'd like to see like a Yasha or something.
He's not got his ultimate, and it looks like he will die to the iron shells coming out. It's usually the blink Aegis timing, and he's like 10-15 seconds. So go in now and see what happens, I think. He's just got to try and blink. He's blink, delivered now, jump onto Tiny, Limp is caught here a little bit, the Avalanche is ready. They'll stun him up and shard onto Limp, they toss him back, and it's tossed back to wall. They've caught compLexity inside, but the macro fire turns it back around on them. An enemy there being destroyed inside the fire. With the Cyclone onto one, the Ursa is just being tightened and held in place. Flips away outside the Cyclone. Actually an enemy who are getting the better trade of this in the long run. Chessie very close to dying, and they blink back in. Now the trade not looking so hot. Good LSA from Slayer, but compLexity. Oh, yes, Jay actually gets Tiny, but he's put himself in the middle of 3 heroes here. Slayer still has the damage output, stuns up 2, and BSJ keeps wanting to fight, but swindles with the Yule Scepter. Can turn with the nice path again now, the stun, the damage. The long range right click from Slayer will kill off the hero as Chessie on the retreat. Swinging back and forth, and now it's enemy turn. They've got the better trade over.
The relocate, of course, the blink back is just so nice to have if Darkseid's anywhere in the vicinity. And BSJ did grab that Yasha, so it's going to be extra fast running down Swindle's bot. Yule's in the macro fire.
But BSJ might be the one in trouble now. Swindle tries to TP. But the team was relocating in. Hanskin, where are you heading now? He's got to tether up in a second. He's the target. Will be able to jump back over the Tiny. And BSJ no longer has a form of initiation, but the shards will. No! Avalanche last second from Limp. Saves Hanskin. It looks like they want to go and get a pick off first. And then take control of this Roche pit. As long as they don't get scattered here, Chessie blinked. Ready. He's stunned up and actually controlled through it.
Good spacing of the stuns. Enemy looking a lot better than the last game. We'll see if they can take this engagement as well.
Well, Doc kills himself up, threw the vacuum into the wall, he's graved up as well. And compLexity, 3 versus 5 pretty much up on here. Relocate, save the Tiny. Z-Freak, not getting out so easily. Vacuum wall expended, but that's towards the relocate out. Where did they go? Towards mid. Okay, so Tiny gets to continue farming. Wisp, force dodge. Another kill goes the way of BSJ. Now he's keeping that bottom lane. Good ice path. Macropire there as well, and BSJ is looking to jump onto the Jakiro, but swindles. He didn't go into the juke spot to TP away. Further south.
He's a fast little dragon there with that Yasha, or the Yules. Oh, top lane.
This is going 1v2, yeah. Vacuum, not going to do too much, but the Laguna Blade nearly shreds the Tiny. Swindles is ready to go with a 2-man ice path. They could maybe turn this with the toss forward. They'll look for the kill on the Sovereign. Blink claps, LSA stops him in his tracks. Slayer, slam, kill, destroyed by the Tiny's big old branchy arm. And Sovereign, oh man, if you...
When you're dropping those low percents. About the 20%, or yeah, 20 HP regen going on there. And of course there is the S and Y, not a shock there.
And the second Roche. Smoke and mirrors, my packs. Light top, die top. Second time where they've given up a kill at top lane to get Aegis on his Ursa, which really is important. If they can kill off Z-Freak here, yeah, snowball forward. Ice path is good, and maybe buys enough time for this ogre to run away, but the damage output throws him dying inside the fire. And Limp is ready here under the Cyclone. They dispel it off in BSJ. Your Aegis is not going to last too long. Wilson's ready for the backpack into the 3-man wall. Aegis is gone, but Loondon, can you do anything here to save your teammates? Only the ogre has died. Blink forward. BSJ, he's hungry, thirsty for blood, and he's going to get some. Swindles is just running himself out of that one though, this little old teddy bear. Maybe he wants to fight against Hanskin and Limp, tethered up. Oh, in this rune there, but Hanskin is shredded. BSJ tossed back onto the docks here. Other ice path. Captures the DS.
27, 28 minutes or something like that. It's going to be extremely devastating. I don't know what compLexity are going to do if it gets them off guard with it. Oh, Z-Freak, my friend, I'm sorry, you're dead. I was just thinking for a second there. Do you remember back in Dota 1 when Ursa was a ranged unit? I did not know that. I did not play very much Dota 1.
So there were a couple of heroes. Doom was a melee unit, like he was an actual melee unit, but he had great, or he still does have greater range. they're
Right.
all over melee. It's like 325 or something, I can't remember the exact number. But Ursa was coded as a range unit. And, well, Swindle was dead down here. But, when you had like life steal, you shoot out life steal projectiles, and you would be actually an actual range unit as Ursa, which is kind of insane. Because I think Prize is added as well. It's a pretty nifty feature, but I think that's the case. Oh man, okay, Tusk dying once again, and Lumdun looks like he's being held in place. ESJ, time to blink and run away. Lumdun pretty screwed. Wait, hang on a second, where did the Lena go? Blinked away somewhere. Lumdun's dead, and over on the side, ESJ, he walks back in, cycled up and stunned into oblivion. The Ursa's gone. Enemy lose 3.
The main issue was Sovereign was stuck down bottom farming a camp, and he had actually just blinked into the camp and that fight started. So there was no chance he can get in there with anything decent. And I thought, like, TV the tower, I thought the call was just get the hell out. Because look, he's getting the hell out, Slayer got the hell out, and then suddenly BSJ hops back in. Like, I think that's a big lack of communication. Obviously breaking down here. It might cost him extremely heavily.
Yep, Jesse. Sticks around a little bit too long. Now, they were fighting through these walls now, because against the tiny Wisp, you know that this big rock man is going to start absolutely dominating the tier 3s in a second.
Oh, mid lane there, you're going to get Chessie again. Is that, like...
There are mistakes. There are little glitches in the plan, or flaws. Like this one down the bottom where BSG, he could be up and turn. Maybe not a floor after all, and he pops his ultimate. And Limp looking for the toss back. He's got Blink in a second. He'll jump himself forward, get whacked down with BSG, but the team is behind him, backing back in the wall, and playing support as Z-Freak is as well. And BSJ, Jesse jumps in. The grave is there, and the BSJ works on the run. Oh, doing a blade takes down Limp, and on the front side is Sovereign. Damage output's good, and BSJ is finished off finally. Initiation, counter initiation. Now onto Lumdun as compLexity, they lost their tiny, but damage output is still just flowing freely through them all. Whoa, Slayer, double kill on the back, gets the Ogre, and now wants to TP away. Blink available in a second, but the Erd cancels it out. Will the damage be there from Hanskin? Barely, no! Back into the fountain goes Slayer.
Trouble. Stop.
Not over. Sovereign, oh!
You might still be wanting a little bit of control from a Skullbatcher of sorts. Limp, he's trying to do some cheeky things.
Well, I'm looking towards the rush bit, man. BSJ's in there. ST has already gone in to start the fight off as now. So look for the stun forward. Ice now dropping, stunned up, held in place. BSJ dropping low onto the BKB. But Limp is here with a grave over onto this Ursa that keeps him alive for now. But Genji's positioning just so damn good. Limp jumps forward, shredded out wide, looking at the lady, healing up through it all, toss forward. And there we go. Ursa down, Ursa follows. And Sovereign, even with the great vacuum wall you had, running away.
Or someone who, like you said, might have a boost of travel or something like that, and said it will be that Yules, but the issue is, like, they split them. They had 3 heroes and suddenly think, okay.
Breaker, well, Limp just gets dropped now from 3/4 down to a third of his HP. And then if the Ursa can get onto that target and finish him off, I'll set the pace for enemy and a couple of these engagements, but it's going to be mid-rack.
Tiny.
Got
How many TPs do they have? They have everyone's good to go. Look at a lot of damage down immediately though.
Yes, we've got
100%
just decimated.
We can't let the creeps get in like that.
Stay on for Limp, Blink forward though with Chessie, he's seeing Lumdun on his side, but back only onto one. Hanskin, Cheese has popped, he killed himself up, but now he's taken out. BSJ did get onto a target and clears him up, but look at where Slayer's standing. They've put themselves in such a precarious position that the buyback and relocate in from Hanskin. Keeps Tiny alive, he blinks forward, now he's the dazzle. Nice pass on the 3 there from Swindle, allowing Limp to turn the fight again. They get the crit hit back onto Chisel from the Chessie on the dazzle, and BSJ stirs, but the damage output's not good enough. Ursa, your teddy bear picnic is over. Forest belongs to compLexity. GG is called an enemy. And they lose 2-0 here, but compLexity, honestly, game 2 was a lot closer than game number 1.
Well, even Smokey the Bear can't prevent macro fires, we learned. And yeah, that was a lot closer. So they really pulled it quite a bit together. The laning stage went significantly better for NME. Obviously, the first 5 minutes or so didn't go too bad, but no, well played the compLexity again. I think just a little bit overall better game plan. Struggled a little bit with the relocate stuff, but I would expect to see this coming out a little bit more with them. Like we talked about how they